Guys, welcome to CryptoCoin Investor. In this video, I'm going to take a look at the Ripple, and I'll be discussing Ripple, Bitcoin, as well as Ripple USD pairs. So what you are seeing right now in front of you, this is the XRP BTC pair, and this is fetched from the Poloniex cryptocurrency exchange. I'm using Poloniex because it gives us the maximum amount of history. So you can see that we have prices from 2014. So yeah, it's a pretty old cryptocurrency. So this is the chart, this is the weekly chart, and you can see we had a small bounce, and it appears that we are forming a bottoming structure on the weekly. So while you might have seen that the XRP is again making waves on the weekly against Bitcoin, it is not performing that good. Yes, in terms of USD, it is making a great progress, but not in terms of Bitcoin. This is very important ratio, because if your favorite coin is not performing well against Bitcoin, like XRP did back in March 2017 and December 2017, why not just hold Bitcoin? Because if you were holding Ripple from here till here, you would have done better if you held just Bitcoin. And now that the Bitcoin dominance is dropping, the money is now flowing into altcoins, and Ripple has seen a nice jump on the weekly. We went from 639 sats and reached around 963 sats. However, if we are able to flip the resistance, which is at around 1100 sats or something, we will quickly be able to touch 1600 sats or 1567 sats to be precise on the weekly. So this is the level to look out for. In my December video, in my November video, 2020 video, I said the next resistance level were at 2500 sats and so on, and we touched both of these profit taking levels, which are at 2500 sats and 2800 sats. However, things have changed a lot, because a lot of exchanges have stopped trading of Ripple, and some have even delisted Ripple because of the SEC thing. I like to look at charts, and the chart is telling me that we are forming a bottoming structure, and if we are able to flip the 1100 sats as support, we can have further upside. So I see Ripple, if we are able to flip 1200 sats as support, I easily see Ripple touching 1500 or 1600 sats, and once we are able to flip this as support, I see further upside to 2500 sats around month of March 2021. So these are my midterm and short-term targets for Ripple against the Bitcoin pair. Interestingly, when we enable the Ichimoku cloud, this is an indicator which gives us an idea about the upcoming resistances. It also gives an idea about the various support zones. So the 2500 sats level, it clearly shows on the weekly that it will act as massive resistance zone. However, if we are able to close, if we see a massive pump here, some really nice SEC news comes in that the Ripple has solved its issues with the SEC by paying a little bit of fine here and there, we might be able to pump higher than 2500 sats, and if we're able to close above it on the weekly time frame, it will be very bullish for Ripple, because we have been in this zone between 2300 sats and let me mark it. So where is that? Yeah, so we have been under this zone. We've been accumulating between 2300 sats and 3300 sats from 2019 till April, and I had thought that the Ripple would actually break to the upside from here. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. That sometimes things just don't go according to plan, and we went to the downside instead. Then we accumulated a little bit, and I thought, hey, finally we are going to pump, and we did pump. We broke out, and things were going very nice. Everybody thought that Ripple is going to break out from here, and we are going to touch 6200 sats in no time. That didn't happen because the SEC news broke out, and you saw what happened in the month of December. We went to the downside. I think the things are going to change now, and Ripple is going to it appears that the Ripple will be able to solve its issues with the SEC. Then we will see a massive pump to the 2500 sats, then it will accumulate for a while and then will pump to 6300 sats. So yeah, patience is key if you're holding Ripple. On the daily, I can see that we have been able to close above 800 sats, and this is very important because 800 sats, because now at 800 sats we have formed good amount of support. You can also see this blue line. This was acting as resistance earlier, but now it's acting as support. This is good. It also shows us that our next target is 1600 sats, which I've already covered when I discussed the weekly chart a few moments back. This also shows us that 2400 sats is a key resistance zone on the daily prime frame, which coincidentally is also a resistance zone on the weekly time frame. So on the MACD, we have flipped to the green side finally, and this shows that there is further uptrend to come. If we do not close below 800 sats, which is more likely, I think next week or so we will be able to touch this very level, 1600 sats. So things are looking very good on the Bitcoin time frame right now, at least on the short term. Let's take a look at the XRP USD chart, because some people like to trade using their fiat. I don't do. I am always looking forward to increase my Bitcoin holdings. That is why I keep an eye on the BTC chart. So on the daily time frame, on the XRP USD chart, we have flipped to the green side. On the MACD, this is good, and we have found a bottoming structure on the RSI. So we have formed a good amount of support at 2800 sats, and we have some resistance at 41 cents. After that, we have resistance at 49 cents. This is why Ichimoku indicator is so good. We have some resistance at 50 cents, and then at 58 cents. So keep an eye on this level. Once we close above 50 cents, in no time we will touch 57, and after that 80 cents is the target. I do think we are forming we will do a V-shaped recovery, and we will touch 80 cents by end of January or in the early February. Only thing is, if the Ripple is able to solve its matters with the SEC, because that's very important. On the weekly time frame, we still have bearish divergence on the MACD, but things are moving up because we are almost curling away. I see a hidden bullish divergence on the weekly here, and that is why we saw this pump. However, you can see that on the weekly we are at the key resistance level at we have some resistance at 37 cents. Previously we were above it, but due to the SEC news we went below it. And interestingly, there you see this key outline here, this green outline of the Ichimoku cloud. This acted as support every single time from the past 3 weeks. This very line, 20 cents, this has been acting as support, and we have bounced from here. Next level of resistance, here you can see that we have moving averages of Ichimoku cloud at 49 cents, which can also, this resistance can also be verified on the daily time frame. So yeah, 50 cents is the next resistance to look out for, and once we are able to flip this resistance into support, and for that we must close above it, and if we're able to do that, we will touch 57 cents and then 80 cents in no time. So things have turning well for Ripple holders. The chart is telling me that SEC will impose a fine on Ripple, and they will pay the fine just like that very easily. It's the money is not a problem with the Ripple. It is third or fourth biggest cryptocurrency in the world, so I don't think money is not going to be an issue with these guys. So yes, and I expect this issue to be settled out of court. Ripple will announce that they have paid a certain amount of fine, and all the exchanges will enable the trading, which will result in a massive pump. And maybe the insiders already know about it, because Ripple has been pumping like crazy from 20 cents to 35 cents in this week itself. So the insiders know it, that that Ripple will be able to get this thing solved with the SEC, because charts tell you the story before the story has actually happened. Okay, so that's all about it. Hope you like this video. Give this video a like and share with your friends, and yeah, that's all about it. Stay subscribed for more chart analysis and cryptocurrency news. Bye bye.